It's Software Podcast.
And welcome back to another episode of Softwire, the gaming podcast where we talk about games that our friends love. I'm your host, Parker Weber. I am joined tonight by the effervescent Calvin Goode. Calvin, how are we doing this evening?
I gotta be honest, I'm really good, but I'm at a little bit of a personal quandary.
You just bring it
This
up.
is the second time we're starting this episode, and I don't want to call you out for it, but I feel like you won't restart a third time. So I just want me roasting you a little bit to be immortalized, because I don't get to do that a
I'm happy to
lot.
be roasted. I don't know. It didn't feel right.
Just talking World Cup, that's going on. I mean, I don't know, Parker, you watching the World Cup at all?
Of course I'm watching the World Cup.
You're a sporty guy. You're into rugby. That's like a few degrees removed from soccer.
Well, they also have a World Cup, so that does kind of work out. And I watch a lot of the Rugby World Cup when it happens. It's a good little...
I learned the U.S. Open recently is like a bunch of different sports too. Like, there's enough names out there. Come up with a cooler, different name. I don't want them to all be called the same thing. 2 World Cups? I don't want it.
There's like a lot of World Cups, I think.
I know. I just come up with a cooler name. Like, you could come up with one right now.
Well, I don't know. Which one? What do you think happened first, soccer or rugby?
Dude.
Football or
What
rugby?
I think came first, soccer?
The chicken or the egg?
This is a really direct answer to your question. You ever see the movie El Dorado?
Yeah.
The Road to El Dorado, the animated
of
movie?
course.
What's
We
that
just
sport
watched
that
that.
they play where they like hit the ball with their butt through
With
the
their
hoop?
hips. Yeah.
Yeah.
They also played in Apocalypto, but that was like a little bit of a different movie, I feel like.
I don't know. I feel like Mel Gibson's top 4 on Letterboxd are Apocalypto, Road to El Dorado, The Patriot, and like, I don't know.
I feel like
He
that was
probably-
his key influence.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's his number 1.
Having said that, it's not just me and Calvin tonight. We are also joined by the athletic, the sportsman, Ryan Lancey. Ryan, how are we doing this evening?
You're too kind, Parker. I'm doing well. I'm also watching a lot of sports and a lot of World Cup right now. Calvin, I think you said earlier that the World Cup's happening in your backyard, right?
Yeah, it is about a 5-minute walk from our house. Pretty cool. I don't know. Are you in the backyard of any World Cups?
No, they don't
soccer,
come-
rugby,
they-
or otherwise.
Lancaster,
There's so
Pennsylvania
many.
doesn't have a stadium that's regulation for FIFA, unfortunately. Was it Cote d'Ivoire and Curacao that was at Philly today?
Sounds right to me.
Good enough.
It is crazy having like just like the switch turned on, and for a month and a half there's an international population in Philly. Times 400 more global than it normally is representative. And I mean, it's a city, it's still super diverse, but it's really fun and cool. I don't know.
Yes.
And there's also way more people, which can be fun.
And every country puts their jersey on the Rocky statue, and everybody says it's bad luck, but they still do it anyway. I think that's fantastic.
I mean, it's
never
the only
learn.
chance they're gonna have.
Yeah.
Also,
We
wait,
could
I don't know-
go ahead, Parker.
Who did it last? Did they win or lose? Was it? I'm trying to think who did it. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I can't
I'll
keep
look
track
that up
of
after the
every
episode.
time they put some bullshit on the Rocky statue. That's,
Also, I don't know
that's
why
like
it's so iconic.
that's
Yeah.
once a minute per day.
It is funny because the Rocky statue is like right outside of a much more iconic and important building, I would say.
Arguably,
yeah.
Well,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
they just brought the statue inside because
Did they really?
Originally, the director of the museum or somebody didn't want the statue out there because he was like, this is antithetical to art. And now, after however many decades, it's been like,
It is art.
driving people to the museum, and they moved it inside because, what is art? A statue? I think statues count.
A statue of Sylvester Stallone.
For sure.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, it's way pre-current era Sly,
I mean, they
old
should
school,
have-
old school was great.
They should have at least put it at the top of the steps, right?
They recently
Yeah,
had
like the
multi-
Italian
they
market,
recently
I don't
had
know.
multiple. They had like 3 Rocky statues out
Yeah,
there. I don't
yeah.
know. I think it's too many. 3 is too many. You can quote me on that.
How many Rockies are there? I don't want to get into it. Ryan, let's get down to brass tacks.
Fuck that.
What is your background with video games?
Minimal. I am not a video game guy, so I'll be seeing you guys later, and thanks for having me. No,
hey, it's been great having you.
It's been fun.
I know a lot of people that are video game people, so I am adjacent to video games, and for me, it's and I know we'll get into this later, but it's the controller aspect of video games. The mechanics of it, I never learned. I wasn't immersed in it. And so, I know you guys had Jose talking about FIFA, and he was very generous about describing my experience playing the game. But I'm like, circle, square, which one do you shoot? And I always end up crossing. So it's just the controller piece of it that often gets me out of the experience, and so there's not a lot that I can pick up pretty well and get the mechanics of. So I often just give up or just play, facetiously. With FIFA, I'll often just, if we're actually playing, I'll just go around and slide tackle everybody and and get a lot of yellow cards.
Stuff you can't do. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ryan, do you have like a deadly 5% 0-hit KO win-lose ratio in like every arcade fighter? I feel like people that don't play video games are like they just button mash better than anybody.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was in Little League and I got hurt halfway through the season. But before I got hurt, I had like a couple stolen bases and so I had like a .724 or whatever batting average, and and then I didn't play the rest of the season, so I went out on a real high note. I mean, that's what I feel like it is with I pick up a video game and I won a game, but then I never play. I retired on top.
Yeah, you always got to quit while you're ahead.
That's right.
So is that when does all of your video gaming start with FIFA, or did it start somewhere else when you were younger? Or
when I was in late elementary school, early middle school, I went through a little bit of a skater phase, and my mom, recognizing that, got me Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for PC, and I think shortly after getting it, realized it was a mistake, because it's like my parents were a little bit, I think it was rated M or something like that. And it was very bloody and gory for the time. And she kind of realized that it maybe wasn't as appropriate as she thought it was. But I played that all the time. And again, I was on the keyboard. So I got that mechanic down really well. And I had my hand placement perfect. And I was going through all the levels and getting the cheat codes. They had an anti-gravity cheat code. And so I played that game through and through. But beyond that, it was, I guess FIFA when my friends were playing, and Rock Band, I would say, was probably another one as we got into late middle school, early high school. Yeah. What it came down to is the games I really enjoyed were things that mirrored real life. Again, because of the controller thing. So the Rock Band and Guitar Hero, it was the actual, quote unquote, actual instrument. And it felt like you're actually doing the thing rather than just punching a bunch of buttons.
Absolutely. Follow up. So you talked a little bit about playing Little League. What's your background with sports?
I did play Little League. That was I just I like sports. I'll play anything. But to actually get competitively, I mostly played soccer. Ran track. I wrestled for a little bit. But I'll pick up anything and play. So, but soccer was the big thing that I played through college.
I vaguely remember you snowboarding there for a little bit as well.
I did, vaguely remember. You and I had season passes to Bear Creek together, so of course. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, there's some action sports sprinkled along in there.
Yes, yeah. High adrenaline.
And just to, bring it all home for now, what is the game that we are going to be talking about this
We're going to talk about Wii Sports / Wii Sports Resort. Ooh. Is that okay? Am I okay to pick the kind of? It's they're the same, but would it be if you did GTA and GTA 2 and then 3 and then also 4 and 5 and wherever they're at?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Can we just? Are we implying that Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort is the same amount of content and game similarity as 2 GTAs?
I think so, right?
What? Get out of
So
here! Get out of
wait.
here!
Ryan is a self-admitted non.
I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I'm sorry.
That is exactly the answer we would. That's fine. That's fine.
I've outed myself.
No, I think that Wii
That's
Sports
so
and Wii
funny.
Sports Resort are in some they contain the same things. I think that's perfect. I think that's
Yes.
totally fine.
Yeah. They complement each other very well.
I don't know the
Absolutely. Yeah,
difference between them. I'm excited to hear about it.
It's really just like the different games that you can
I
play.
thought it was just like an extension of
Okay.
the one.
Yeah. There's
And the branding.
a few games that are on both games, but the Sports Resort came second, and there's like a couple new ones that they offer on that one, and it's like resort themed, so there's like parasailing and like stuff like that.
So, like, just curious before we dive into, because I do want to know, like, which games in the games you liked the best or thought you were amazing at or whatever. Um, I'm curious why Wii Sports, because while you're not you're a self-admitted, like, not like textbook gamer. You have games you like, and you're choosing Wii Sports to
That's
talk
right.
about.
Exactly.
Like, what about that game? Maybe just like for the listening audience at home.
Mhm.
What's like the elevator pitch for Wii Sports, and then what about that? Pulled you in. Why do you want to talk about it?
Well, I think you got to start from the Wii platform itself, which is, look, it's a different way to game, guys. When it, really frustrated at Nintendo that it decided to discontinue it very early on in its life. I think it could have gone the distance, but it's. I think they tried to make a platform where it was like you're actually using like the movements to do whatever it is in the game. I feel like it was more realistic, it was more lifelike, and I think that it was like, if you got a Wii, you got Wii Sports. I think, as far as I know, and so everybody had it. And it's not like you're beating your own records. If you're playing golf, you're just trying to get a better score, or you're playing tennis, you're trying to get to a new level. It's not like you're going through storylines or anything like that. It's just a fun little thing that you can put on and play with your friends in the background. So that's. And for me, I like it because of the natural motion and stuff like that. It's easier for me to pick up, a bowling or a tennis or something like that. You don't have to, like, you can sit there in tennis and just sort of like flick your wrist. But I get into, like, I sweat if I'm playing Wii.
Okay, Parker, the name of this fucking episode is I Sweat If I'm Playing Wii.
I got it. I already got it.
Damn, that was good.
And so you would say that your like game style is a little bit more aggressive. Are you?
Yeah, I guess I get into it, right? That's all. I think that maybe it's just my personality. If I'm into it and like I can actually like be involved. Look, I mean, I said like I just slide tackle the whole game in FIFA. So
Ryan, are we shit talking during Wii Sports? Is that what's going on?
Oh yes.
Have we witnessed or broken a TV by ourselves?
No, surprisingly, and this is like for me especially, it's surprising that I haven't broken anything yet playing Wii. But you gotta
put the wrist strap on. You always stay strapped.
You always have stay strapped. Yeah.
And those little pop-ups that always they remind you, make sure you're strapped, make sure you go outside and take a break.
Go outside, stop.
Yeah, exactly. No wonder they didn't go the distance. They're like, stop playing.
This game, just stop.
Hey, haven't you had this Wii for a couple of years? You might need to buy a new system.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask this one. I didn't even notice this question on here, and I didn't write it, but it's so funny. You didn't really, it doesn't sound like, sit down and play Wii. You're like up in it, right? You're miming, pantomiming, whatever the sport is.
And to be very fair, I just assume that's what the intention was, right? Like, why would you get a
I'm
Wii
totally
if you're just
with you.
Thank you. Okay.
But I mean, I have to assume that you've played against people who do use that technique.
Yeah, my wife is.
I just want to go off about it a little, King. Like, how do we feel about that?
Look, she doesn't like the game as much as I do, for sure. But she'll humor me every once in a while.
Fake fan.
No, she's
different play style.
Yeah, she'll humor me every once in a while. So if we're, if we got bowling up and I'm up and I'm rolling strikes, she'll lean forward at least so she can get a little bit of movement there. But I'm not going to fault her. She's my player too, so I at least got her there, and exactly. I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to all the de facto player
all the P2s. Yeah,
you're always there, and we need you.
I said that in my vows, actually.
You'll always be the player 2 to my player 1.
My life, yeah. You're talking about bowling a little bit. Did you have a favorite Wii sport that you can remember?
I think tennis was how I got introduced to it. I vividly remember a middle school birthday party playing with Jose in a basement somewhere and going all out on Wii Tennis. But I think bowling is certainly up there, and not just bowling. They had the games within the game, so you could do 100 pin bowling.
Yeah, of course.
And they also had obstacle bowling, so there would be things in the lane that you'd have to bowl around. You have to put the spin on it. And I can't spin the ball in real life, so that makes me feel like I'm actually good at bowling.
Affirmation, absolutely.
Yeah. And then beyond that, I think ping pong was the other one that I was really into as well. And that, again, not just playing it, but they had a return challenge. So it was just an NPC serving balls at you, and you'd have to run around and return all the balls. That you could knock a can off the table and get extra points and stuff. So that was my go-to.
If you had to rank them, what's a 1, 2, 3?
Ping pong.
And please be specific. Is this Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort? You can mix them.
Yeah, that's fair. I think bowling and tennis is on Wii Sports, bowling is on both, and then ping pong is Wii Sports Resort. So I would say ping pong first, and I would say probably bowling next, and then tennis. But golf is certainly in there. That's in the conversation. And then they do with golf. They have frisbee golf, frisbee golf, but then you can also play fetch with a dog, and that's a pretty fun one. Yeah. What else is there? There's basketball. And they do a 3v3, but you can also do a 3-point challenge, and I really like the 3-point challenge.
All right, Ryan, I gotta ask you, ping pong. It's your top one. Are we going pro?
Yeah, for sure. They have each of the games has a little line that is, I think it's defined as the pro, our pro after a certain score.
How much have you played this game?
I'm above the line there, and then I would take a break for a long time, and then I would suck the next time I would get on, and it would drop significantly down and be really hard to get back up. So maybe if I loaded the game right now, I don't know if I'd be up in that line.
So you're getting that please go outside screen a lot for ping pong.
a little bit more these days, yeah. I took the message.
Absolutely. What sport do you think would make for an awful Wii Sports translation or activity? It doesn't have to be a sport, but think about the nunchuck usage. We can go around the table because I don't want to just leave you alone.
I appreciate that.
Calvin, do you want to go first? Ryan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can start it off. Awful Wii Sport, I feel like has, I think okay, I'm going to give you one that I actually wish was one first, even though that wasn't the question, which is something I've always wanted to do, which is that professional circle drawing where they put that chalk in their hand and they go
yeah.
I want to do that so bad, and because I don't have a giant chalkboard, I would do it for Wii. That would be cool.
Just come to Reading.
What?
They have chalkboards all over the place.
Oh man, that was
Reading's famously the chalkboard capital of the nation.
That's what they're known for. Parts and,
let me see. A terrible sport. I feel like I don't know, team sports would be a bad Wii sport. They're all one-person sports.
That's fair. That's very true.
Maybe water polo. That's got to be ass in Wii Sports. Maybe better in Wii Sports Resort though. That's my answer.
Yeah. I feel like a water polo would end up just being very similar to the 3v3 basketball. You're just passing around a ball at that stage. Unless you paired it with the Wii Fit, where you had that little balance board, because then you could get like the swimming action involved as well.
Dude, you are a
Nintendo
Wii Sports,
hire me.
like you're like a Wii Sports sage right here.
I was thinking, I was going away from the sports aspect, and I was like, using the nunchucks, like you were saying, Parker, like conducting an orchestra, or like, so it's not a sport, but like,
so I'd be like, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you'd have to like keep time really or something. Yeah,
it's almost like the trombone champ. Because
that's right. Yeah.
Oh man, taking me back. That's a soft wired OG. I love trombone champ, man. I laughed my ass off playing that game.
Tooties and Cuties. I forget what it was. Something like that. I thought competitive eating. I think that hot dog eating challenge would be tough because you'd just be nailing your teeth every like third. I don't know. I thought that would be tough.
You gotta dip the controller in water.
It's a short-lived activity. I don't know.
I don't want to be too negative, but I'm really curious about this. Could be polarizing. I'm not sure. I don't mean this as a personal slight.
Calvin, we're in a safe space.
That means a lot.
Right.
On my own show. Do Mii's look like shit, or is it just me? Listen, here's the case. I get that they're in theory cute. They're round. They're simple. They're cartoon people. We've done episodes on Pikmin. We talked Pokemon. There's a lot of universally agreed. I feel like Wii is like fake cute. I don't know, man. I'm not on board with the Wii's. I like that you can make a million faces. That's pretty fun, but
I think you've got to think about it in the context of the time, right? And we're not talking about too long ago, but graphics for then, it's like cute, like Tamagotchis are cute. It's like they're digitized, right?
Yeah.
Damn, you're like winning way too many arguments on this episode.
But I think
cut this out.
if they did Mii's now, they'd be much more. I don't know if accurate is the right descriptor for it. Maybe more realistic, but still in a cartoonish way. But they would look less pixelated, I feel like.
Maybe almost for the worst, though, because now you're convincing me like the simplicity of the OG Mii design is like maybe
it's nostalgia. Honestly, no. Look, I don't care about the Mii's. I probably did spend like the half an hour, like everybody else did, on creating the perfect Mii, and then never touched it again.
Yep.
Yeah, and then when you start talking about the Wii Fit, that's where you started really feeling bad about yourself, because if you weighed in and you were a little heavier, they like added weight to your. They're like, come on, man. Yeah.
That's Nintendo as fuck, man. That's
Sorry,
so unhinged.
I had a cheat day. Come on.
Do you think, with that, do you think that Mii's feel pain?
No.
What about love?
I hope so.
What about pride?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you think
all right, I was gonna
you got me there, Parker?
Let's just take this on a little bit of a walk. Do you think Mii's have good family values?
How are you defining good family values?
I don't know, man. I mean, that's real. I can't elaborate any more than that.
How do you think Mii's voted in 2016?
Where do you think all the Mii's were on January 6th?
Where were the Mii's?
Yeah, I feel like Mii's are a little bit. I'm going to take it back to an actual serious conversation here. I think that the Mii's
more serious than January 6th is Mii design. Go on.
I think Mii's are very individualistic. There's like when you're in the menu, they're all in like the little lobby there, and it's like all of your like all the different players that have been created. They're all there, but they're just they're standing by themselves. They don't interact. There's you ask if they can feel love. I don't know if they've ever had the chance.
Damn.
Wow. Heady.
And then we wrote. And then we wrote, man, this isn't even going to be, I'm going to make it longer so it's extra not funny, but I was going to say, and then we wrote Wreck-It Ralph, whatever, the 3?
It might be 3 now.
Yeah. You're welcome. You can Venmo me if you want to tip me for that joke.
That was really good.
Thanks.
I did restart, so I'm not going to say anything. I feel like I don't have any ground here. So
yeah, but you restarted just on preference. This is something where if we weren't 25 minutes in the episode, we should have restarted.
Yeah, we can edit. We're not going to, but we can.
No, absolutely not. Just wouldn't be honest.
Let's see. I want to jump into real sports here. We were talking a little bit about the World Cup, Ryan. I know that you have a more of a serious background in soccer. You're currently a coach. Is that still correct? It
is still correct. Yeah.
Fantastic. Zlatan said in an interview that he believes the U.S. could take the World Cup. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a little silly. I'm excited. I think they're doing really well. I think they're going to beat Paraguay tonight. And I think that our chances in the first couple games in the knockout. Oh,
isn't it Turkey?
Turkey, thank you. Oh my God, yes.
It's only because my my brother-in-law is Turkish, so I've been like,
thank you.
Just like, and he's in Italy right now. He doesn't care. He's been.
It is Turkey. I think they can beat Turkey tonight. We could have just acted like this was recorded like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I think we have some good chances in the next few knockout rounds with like who is doing well in different groups and who we would be stacked up against. So I could see us going further than we have in recent World Cups, but to win it is, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Who do you think is going to win it? That's my follow-up.
When I did my bracket, I put France down, but it's funny. I did my bracket sort of, when I do a bracket for like March Madness and stuff like that, I'm very like game by game, and I'm not thinking about like the implications of like, oh, well, if this person wins this, and like what's that do with matchups down the line. And I ended up going through the entire tournament and ending up with the exact same final from the last World Cup of Argentina versus France. And there's a chance that it is. They both look very, very strong, and I think they have both decent paths to get there. But it would be pretty funny to see the exact same final as last year. It would be good because I think that'd be a really good game. But I did put France down as the winners this year. I still probably stand by that. But we'll see. France, sometimes they do really well, and sometimes they don't do so well. Sometimes they headbutt somebody in the final.
Gonna have to watch.
Yeah, right. Hey, that was iconic.
That was iconic, yeah. So at least there's that.
Yeah. We at least get a good. I don't know. I feel like that was like pre-memes. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I think it was the 2006. It was 2006 World Cup.
Yeah. That was fun.
Early days.
I would love a recommendation from you as a segue into our final segment, soft wired game guide. But I'm gonna fish for a recommendation before I give you the floor. There's a new Switch Sports resort coming out.
I have seen
for the Switch 2. Are we getting a Switch 2 Switch Sports Resort game and system?
I will not go out and get a Switch without trying it first, because again, it does come back to am I going to be able to pick this up and actually enjoy it? I don't know. We'll see. I did see the commercial for it. I will hope somebody that I know has it and I can try it and then decide whether or not I want to invest the time and money.
Or go to Best Buy or GameStop and just like play it on the store.
True,
but then you're playing it on the, I feel like they don't have like the
mobility
handhelds, the Joybirds or whatever set up. And you're like playing it on the, they don't have the.
Careful, Parker.
How does that go again?
You only do it twice.
It's 2 feet above my head. It's
doing
both
this
hands.
At Target. I'm just like, why isn't the ping pong working?
So, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask if we're getting that, Ryan, is there a sport? Yeah, is there a sport? Oh, I'm sorry, Calvin. I stole that from you. Is there a sport that you want to see in that new game?
No, I don't. Look, I will be surprised and happy with whatever they come up with. I am sure. There's probably going to be some stinkers that I won't touch, but I'll give anything a try. The thing that always.
You're not sold on this at all. You're like, not for the Wii? Get the fuck out of here. You're posing. You don't know anything. It's like how you weren't alive when Wii Sports came out, man.
Yeah, they're getting away from their roots, right? Yeah, I think they should have stuck with the initial system. So
could have gone the distance. Nintendo, you fucked up.
They've got a lot of proof to do. They've got a lot of trust to earn. Is all I gotta say.
That's fair. That's a fair read.
Yeah. Parker, is there a sport you're looking for in Switch Sports Resort?
Well, you brought up the World Cup. I actually think that rugby would kind of be a fun one because it's a lot more like hand motions than a lot of those
really?
Sports. And like rucking, like you could do all the stuff, lifting, scrumming, like all that stuff has. I think actually like it would be kind of fun. They're not going to add it because like because they won't. But I don't know. But I feel like it would be fun. Yeah.
It's a great idea, but don't use it. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here last.
We don't want it. We pulled 2 out of our 3 guests / hosts, and we don't want any sports in the new Switch Sports.
And that leads us into the game guide. So what would you guide our listeners to learn about, Ryan? You can share your own plug for anything that you're up to, any creative projects you might be working on, any good books. I know we're putting you on the spot. Any local restaurants, maybe out in Lancaster or anywhere that you've loved lately, any new music. Probably not, but any other new games, anything like that.
You're giving me so many ideas. I will say, just because I'm in Lancaster and I was not aware of how cool Lancaster is before I moved out here, and I think a lot of people are pleasantly surprised. We have a very cool food scene here and a very diverse food scene. My favorite place in the city is called Himalayan. It's Nepalese food, and I highly recommend. So I'll give a quick shout out there. But I think as we're talking about World Cup, I just maybe this is just my algorithm, but like I get served a lot of reels and YouTube shorts and stuff like that of like people being like, I didn't realize how big soccer was, and like it's actually pretty cool. And I think it's like, when we were younger, I think soccer was seen as like maybe a less than sport, and I think it's becoming a little bit more popularized and a little bit more mainstream. And so just a shout out to, if you think it's a boring sport that not a lot happens, just give it a try. We're always happy to take more fans in, and it's the world's game, so just give it a shot.
It's literally the world's game. Americans are just like, it's not.
It's kind of about time we caught on. So if you want to,
America's never been the last to anything. What are you talking about?
Any other closing thoughts on Wii Sports, Ryan?
Look, it's a great game to get a quick workout in. It's going to get your heart rate up. You're going to sweat a little bit of water weight out. Have some good friendly competition with your friends. They say close the Wii Sports down and go outside. Why would I go outside when I'm playing basketball right here in front of my TV screen?
Damn. Nintendo should hire you.
They really should. They really should.
They're going to hear this. You're going to get like, I don't know, you'll get like 2 emails.
I will get solicited,
hopefully. Yeah, exactly. They'll actually get like, like non-compete. Like,
you ever get those scam texts that are like, I'm from blank company. I'm from Meta, and we'd like to offer you a $50,000 for a 2-day remote work week, and it's like scam. They want you to like.
It's got an AI flyer attached.
Sounds legit to me. I don't know.
But Nintendo's going to be reaching out to me tomorrow. I know for sure, asking for my social security number. Yeah. and my mother's maiden name.
Yeah.
We only need the last 4 of your social, the first 3 of your social, and the middle 2 of your social. All right. Well. I'll just say at Softwired Gaming Podcast on Instagram or softwiredgamingpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to know what games you sweat to. What games make you sweat? Do you want to see your friends sweating during? Let us know. Hit us up. Games. We'd love to have you on chat if you have a good opinion or you just have a rant you've been holding in for a while. Let us know. Otherwise... I mean, I wish I had a fucking Wii right now. I really want to play Wii Sports, frankly, and I can't just boot it. I can't even get that on Steam, It really is the form factor.
It's also hit that bell curve where like it's now like retro stuff is expensive again. Like you used to be able to go get like a Wii for $10 at like Goodwill, but now it's like now it's 200 again. You're like, well, I could just get a Switch. They're like, test me. I don't know. Like,
you better hope you have some luck at the yard sales this summer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the nostalgia bait and genuinely making me want to just watch YouTubes about Wii Sports now. Ryan, it was a pleasure.
Of course.
Parker, as always, pleasure is all mine. And for all our guests out there, until our next episode, stay soft and stay wired. We'll see you there.